Hey, welcome back to another episode of Brand News, the show where we take a brief look at recent design updates from some of the world's biggest brands. I'm your host Mo Ali, and I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit here and listen to some Bodhi rambling on about branding when we could be outside enjoying the sunshine. So let's just jump right into it. First up today, we're checking out fonts, and I know some of you are like, oh, but it's my show and I want to check out fonts, okay? Please don't leave. So for the past 14 years, we've been subjected to the awful typographic eyesore that is Calibri on everything from Word documents to PowerPoint presentations. But now Microsoft has announced that it will finally be replacing the default font across all of its applications. They have commissioned 5 original custom fonts and will be gathering feedback from the public on which one we all prefer. Because we're great at making important decisions like this. Isn't that right, Boaty McBoatface? You can download them today and start trying them out yourself. We have Bierstadt, which is already starting off on the back foot for having a difficult to pronounce name. Grandview, which is a knockoff of another popular font called Dean. With Seaford, I feel like the bold version is a little too heavy and needs to come down a weight or two. Next we have Skeena, and honestly this has no business even being on this list. There's just too much character for it to be the default option. And lastly, there's Telluride, which looks as Microsoft as they come. My money's on that one. Let me know which is your favorite in the comments below. And if you pick Skeena, then I don't know what the font to tell you. You might as well just stick to Calibri. I think all of the copyright lawyers had come off furlough this past week because there have been a ridiculous amount of trademark infringement cases. Some of them barely even had a case to make, like Walmart filing opposition to Kanye West's Yeezy label, and Chanel failing in their dispute with Huawei for whatever this thing is meant to be. I mean, sure, go ahead and sue them for ugly design, but it has no resemblance on their logo. But one brand which has to be put on the naughty step is Ring. They have blatantly tried to rip off the long-held iconic design of ADT with their outdoor siren. The blue octagon is synonymous with the security giant, and Ring is obviously trying to take advantage of the reputation that ADT has built up. For a company in the home security space, it's a bit ironic that Ring has resorted to stealing themselves. We've had some beautiful weather here in the UK in the last few days, and hopefully that continues throughout the summer. If you do go out to enjoy yourself, remember to keep at a safe distance from other people. Not only because of the virus, but something even more lethal, BO. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but I have it on good authority that some of you have been going out without putting any deodorant on. You know who you are. But luckily for you, Superdrug have just given their own brand anti-perspirant packaging a fresh new look to help it stand out on the shelf. The women's version looks clean and modern with a bold geometric shape and smart iconography, creating a contemporary feel and a sense of playfulness. The men's variant shares the same graphic language, but the colour base is darker to reflect a more masculine appeal. This design is so much nicer than the previous version and should have a long shelf life. Smelly armpits are a serious issue and are the leading cause of why people probably try to avoid you. Just £2.49p a month can save you the embarrassment of a wet underarm patch. Man, they should be sponsoring me for this. And finally, what better way to enjoy the sunshine than with some ice cream? And Magnum have made some tasteful refinements to their logo and packaging. At first glance, it looks like a really small change, just filling in the circle with a knockout effect for the bits inside. But upon closer inspection, you can see just how much has been tweaked on the wordmark. All the while, it has retained elegance with its improved letter spacing and subtle strokes. The monogram is super cute too, and especially when embossed on the ice cream bars. The packaging in particular is a big improvement and really stands out with this enticing imagery and unified new design system. The broken shards of chocolate from the first bite is what people associate with Magnum, and they've done a brilliant job in visually sensationalizing that. The company sells around a cool 1 billion units of ice cream annually, and I'm unashamed to admit that I contribute a healthy number to that myself. I mean, there have been times when I've had ice cream for dinner. I mean, just one of the perks of being an adult. Magnum are hoping that this new packaging design might just entice people like me to buy a few more. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can always reach out to me if you ever need some advice on your own brand, and I'll be happy to help point you in the right direction. I'll even take payment in the form of ice cream. Now get yourself outside and enjoy the rest of the good weather while it lasts. But before you go, don't forget to press that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.